Yeah.
But the Patriots did it again. We'll see what happens this year. Or next year. What is today's date? It's the 15th. Next year.
Yeah, we're not January yet.
Dude, did you think it was January?
I don't know. I'm all screwed
He
up
hasn't
now.
slept much this week.
I have not. I'm delirious.
Have we had Christmas yet?
Oh, no.
Okay.
That helps. All right, number 4. On November 12th, water flooding in what city reached 6 feet above sea level? The most the city has seen since 1966.
Which city? Is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Which city? Give me the answer.
What city was in the news?
What city
Last month.
saw flooding?
Bad flooding, yeah.
I was thinking the Bahamas, but
6 feet above sea
I
level.
guess that doesn't count because it's hurricanes.
I usually know this type of stuff, but I don't remember hearing.
Was it
anything
in
last
the
month.
U.S. or no?
Nope. I'm going to go east.
Well, I'm guessing that puts us in Europe.
I need some gondolas.
Must be Italy.
Venice.
Huh?
Venice.
Venice.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Venice saw some pretty significant flooding in November.
Really?
All right, number 5. Big-name actresses like Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman were among 42 charged with what crime?
Oh
This was talked about forever.
yeah, that was. They were bribing the schools to get their daughters into the really nice colleges.
That's correct.
Universities.
Bribery and fraud. That was the college admissions
Yeah.
scandal.
What's her name's gonna go away because she's fighting it, and it's not looking
Lori
good for her.
Loughlin?
Yeah, it's not
I
looking
don't
good
know.
for
I
her.
don't know what you're fighting at this point. Like,
Yeah, it's like it happened. Like, why are you denying it?
man, they talk about. I remember just being working here on the radio, and they're just talking about
All
this forever.
Forever.
All right, number 6, probably the easiest one in the entire quiz. What famous structure broke out in flames on April 15th, resulting in significant roof, ceiling, and window damage?
Did that surprise you? It was only 9 months ago.
No, because I remember it pretty
I do too.
vividly.
I remember. Yeah, I remember where.
long time
I remember
ago.
exactly where I was at
No.
when I learned about this.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
Yep, that's correct. Yeah, and the obviously the most devastating thing about besides it catching fire in the first place. I mean, it's a national or it's an international at this point, like landmark. It's significant.
Sure.
And put that spire being damaged, ruined was by the worst thing about the structural damage as it were. So,
Right.
all right.
Could have been worse.
Oh, it could have been a lot worse. Number 7. After 11 years, Tiger Woods wins his first major golf tournament. He now has 15 wins, 3 behind what man with the most?
The Golden Bear.
Yeah.
Jack Nicklaus.
That's right. Number 8. The U.S. government had its longest shutdown last year. Although it actually started in 2018. It started in December, but it went in this year, so it counts. How many days did it last? I'm going to have Rachel make her first guess.
How many days did what last?
The shutdown.
Of what?
The government.
Oh, the government shutdown.
Wasn't it like 15 or 16 days?
I was not listening to you. I was thinking of a golden bear.
One made out of gold?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Okay. Was it moving? Was it like alive? Like a...
It was probably.
Oh,
gummy.
yeah.
Probably a big gummy.
How was it? It could have been a gummy bear. It could have been a golden fur.
It was a Kodiak bear because it's gold.
So was it made out of gold or not in your head?
Yeah.
Oh, that's strange. Okay. What do you think?
At least it's accurately colored.
This, by the way, Rachel, I'm not sure you want to change your answer, but this was the longest shutdown in U.S. history.
I'm trying to remember. All I remember was I was worried about my taxes. I was like, better get my taxes in time.
Man, people were furloughed, and Rachel's worrying about her taxes.
Right.
Hey.
People aren't getting paid at all. Rachel's like, nah, me.
I have my guess.
What do you got?
5 months.
What?
That would be the longest, and the
I wanna say
longest in years to come.
I'm thinking 45 days, but I'm not sure.
It was 35 days.
35.
35 days. Yeah, and I remember.
I meant 5 weeks.
Oh, okay. That's much closer.
Well, you're right on right on the nose there, Don.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I flew to Florida during that shutdown. And I was like, man, there's not going to be a whole lot of security out there. Like, oh, no.
Right.
Good.
And
Like Billy needed something else to worry about.
right?
Yeah.
And I remember just saying, like, going to the people that were there, I'm just like, hey, I'm feeling for you, but sucks to hear that people had to not go without pay for 35 days.
Right.
Number 9. The biggest news in the trivia world. Anybody? As far as trivia games are concerned.
Oh.
Someone made history.
Oh. Never mind.
I thought you were talking about Alex Trebek.
That's
but,
what I thought, too.
Related.
No, I know it's Jeopardy. I don't remember the guy's name.
I don't know.
James Holzhauer.
Yeah, James something or other.
Just
Holzhauer? Yeah.
dominated in Jeopardy. Have you heard about this guy, Rachel?
No, I was just remembering.
He didn't have like the longest stint, but the amount of money he won was like
dominated.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's like 70,000 a night.
He
Jeez.
annihilated records.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you're crazy low. So.
With what? The amount?
Yep.
It's like $2.5 million.
No. How much he did per day?
Per day, yeah.
So
I thought it was about 70. That still would be crazy if
I
it
was
was.
tired last night. This isn't even a question. It's just facts.
Well, let's read it.
Okay. All right. So Ken Jennings still has the record for most games and most total money won. Not with tournaments, just in his streak.
Right.
Because then you're talking about the
Yeah, he lost like 1 or 2 away from where he could have taken it over, right?
well, because in the what's that guy's name? It's gonna drive me nuts. Look up the all-time winner for in Jeopardy because it's gonna drive me nuts, including tournaments. It should be in the Jeopardy Hall of Fame if you find that site. But like, because you talk about the Tournament of Champions, all that stuff. The other guy
We're just talking about regular games.
Brad Rutter.
Brad Rutter. He, because of all those tournaments that he's won the most by like $1 million. I think it's crazy.
Right, because he's won a couple $1 million tournaments.
Right.
Yeah, he's won a lot of money.
Ken's like right behind him.
Yeah. So Ken Jennings has 74 games for $2,520,700, which is a lot. James Holzhauer.
Wait, newsflash. That's a lot?
It
Write
is.
that down.
Write that down.
Oh,
a lot.
that's a lot.
And then, so James did it in 32 games and won $2,462,216. So, here's the thing, that he was only $56,684 short. $56,000 short.
Right.
And he could have, in order to, Ken Jennings had 74 games.
In like half the time, yeah.
In less than half.
Yeah.
So that'd been 64 if you double, which is 10 less than Ken Jennings. So he's did about what Ken Jennings did in less than half the time.
Right.
That's crazy. And he did this because now James Holzhauer is they only keep, I'm sure they keep track of it, someone keeps track of it, but the Jeopardy Hall of Fame keeps the top 10 at everything. Yeah. So streaks, money won, top like the highest daily
average,
highest day. Mm-hmm. So like, okay, so the guy before James he set the record for 77,000, and that's a lot of money in Jeopardy.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy money in Jeopardy. Yeah. And now James Holzhauer, although it's more than 10, he holds all 10 spots.
Yeah, he does.
I'm
looking at it.
He has a method.
What's his number one?
Huh?
What's his highest? Total.
It's 131,000. But then right under it's 130,000. So he's like,
yeah, he holds all 10.
Wow.
Yeah, it's literally just his name.
Because the top 10 is what people want to see on the site of the Jeopardy Hall of Fame. Someone has to get a minimum of $89,230 just to show up on the top 10, which is 12,000 more than the crazy record that we had before that.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
it's insane how much he annihilated it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He got to the 1 million mark in. Oh, Ken Jennings got to the 1 million mark at 30 games.
Yeah,
James did it in 14.
Wow,
those numbers were just insane.
Mm-hmm.
How much he was putting up. Okay, so
wild.
Yeah, number 10, the last one I got. The Amazon rainforest had a really crappy year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The rate of fires has risen by how much since last year? Because here's the thing that I don't know if a lot of people know.
People are burning it on purpose.
Well, the rainforest has rain fires, whatever that's going to mean. The rainforest has fires all the time.
Yeah,
it happens. Every year there's wildfires. It happens, but this time was just particularly bad or particularly monumentally destructive. So what percentage increase, or not increase, but like how much more than last year in percentage?
Like land percentage, you're saying?
No, like if there was
fire.
100 fires, if there was 150, this should be a 50%
Oh, okay. I
increase.
gotcha.
So by what percentage
Since
has
we did
it
a
risen?
topic on this back in September, you'd think we'd remember.
Right, but it's also kept going since then. So the number is
Oh, yeah,
changed.
it wasn't over by any
It was like 12,000, I think, something like that, or 120,000. I can't remember what.
That's a big difference.
It is a big difference. I think it's 120,000.
I'm gonna say 60%.
I'm going to say 150%.
Yeah, I was thinking 50.
Yeah, it's 85% increase.
Wow.
85%. That's incredible. It's incredibly bad, but
Right.
That's insane.
Because aren't people doing it, like, too, on purpose to, like, start up crops and stuff?
Yeah.
that's right.
Isn't
Yeah.
that what the big problem is?
Yeah, that was a big part of their the president's regulations when he came in, was to start doing away with a lot of the regulations, letting them burn more and more land so they could raise more crops.
Right. And they're
the
just...
fact that it's destroying the ecosystem doesn't really matter because they're worried about now.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like us with, let's pollute.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be somebody else's problem.
Right.
Yeah. And
It's a lot of carbon.
any new listeners out there, Jeff did a really good segment on the Amazon rainforest and the fires themselves a couple months ago. So if you want to check that out, go into the back catalog and find it. And if you're also new and you want to hear more stuff, just listen to every episode because they're all great. Except for that one.
And then give us money.
Except for, yeah.
Patreon.com.
Yeah, except for the one where we recorded at like 10 p.m. That was a bad episode.
It was probably fine.
Well, hopefully they don't notice. All right, so.
We're our own worst critics here, I think.
Oh, everyone.
enemies.
And that one guy that doesn't like banter. He's also our
those,
biggest
like, 5
critic.
guys who don't like banters. All right.
No, but the guy that, like, blasted us. Like, most people said, oh, the show's good, but there was that one guy.
It happens. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the next.
If you're still listening, guy, you're a hypocrite. All right, who's going next? Me?
because
Maybe he's learned how to use the skip button. Skip ahead,
Yeah.
skip ahead.
no, it's gonna be Jeff actually.
It's going to be Jeff. Never mind. I'll put my
Yes.
papers down.
But before we go into our next segment, we want to make sure that we bring up our sponsor at Fed Up Apparel.
Why did you turn into a robot?
Fed up a barrel.
Let me tell you about our sponsors.
Rachel is wearing one of her new shirts because you got a nice little batch in the mail, didn't you?
Yeah.
I got 5.
Because you're a
That
fan.
was their anniversary sale.
Yeah,
It was a great deal.
and I think they're till the end of the year. I think.
I have to look
You
at that.
yeah, Rachel, see if it's still up
Perhaps. Or maybe just till
Or
the
see if you can
holidays
find-
over or
there.
something.
Maybe.
But
Yeah,
it
see if you
was-
can find information on
It was
that.
a really good deal. I got like 4 for me and then 1 for James. And then we were moving last week.
Well, you gotta prioritize yourself.
Yeah,
Well,
4 for
technically-
me, 1 for James.
Technically, he can wear them because they're unisex, and I got large. I
Yeah.
just got a medium specifically for him because that ain't gonna. That's gonna be tight on me. So
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, they're super comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
and they have an excellent meaning. Don still wears his Bikini Inspector shirt. That is his favorite shirt of all time. But his second favorite one is your Fed Up shirt, right?
Yeah.
it's still going.
Awesome. So they got some cool deals.
By the
Yeah,
way-
for sure.
If anyone knows where I could buy a Bikini Inspector shirt, let me know because I'm still interested.
Or where you can find the job.
Well, yeah, but you got to have the shirt before you can get the job, Jeff.
Is that
Well,
is that
if you
prerequisite?
get the job, they might give you the shirt.
Oh, maybe I'm putting the cart before the horse here.
All right. So Rachel,
Rachel, go on LinkedIn or Glassdoor or whatever the hell you look for jobs on.
Fine.
Okay, well,
I'm pretty sure the Glassdoor is pretty good. Whatever site you look for jobs.
there's definitely a shirt. That's the first thing that pops up.
Oh, of course there is. All right, but anyway,
I'm less interested in the shirt now.
Anyway, though, we all know that everyone's against bullying. We know everyone's against hate. So if you want to do your part in supporting the show, or supporting actually the show too, and Fed Up, then check them out. FedUpApparel.net. Get some great comfortable shirts, and you can type in Rogues10 for 10% off your order.
Yeah, just pop in the code there.
Yeah, simple, that easy. Yep, and that's FedUpApparel.net for a beautiful diversity. We are human together. Jeffrey, what
Yep.
do you got for us? What,
Yep.
you agree?
I figured I'd talk a little bit about New Year's Eve little trivia, little fun facts.
Oh,
It's a little bit of this, a little bit of
Now
that.
you say January 1st.